Alright, so the deck we're going to be doing today is an Overwhelming Hunger deck. Kind of the main idea is just it gets insane amounts of just raw points out on the board. It's obviously subject to a lot of tall removal, but in decks where they can't really control that too much or have limited options, should be able to outpoint most of them. Long round 3 is easily over 100 points, but it also has a really good short round. When you combine Detlef with your leader ability, just use that constantly on that, and then maybe one other target, but it actually gives you a really good short round too. So you kind of prevents you from being bled too heavy, and like if they win round 1 trying to bleed you, though you're not going to see too often because monsters are one of the better factions for being immune to that, just because they can get the points out to prevent any huge tempo swings. So again, you have a really good long round 3 and then a good short round if you need it, and you can also use that on your side. You can go ahead and bleed them out if you need to, if they're like great swords or whatever. If they're gonna have a really strong round 3, you can prevent that. But this is based off of Freddybabes list, and the idea I don't think originally started with him, but it's kind of where I decided to go and make mine. But anyways, the idea is with Caranthir, you get 2 Ruehins up there, and then you just start consuming it for massive points, because then 2 of them just keep swinging back, consuming with like Kran, Barghest, and then Leader if you need it. Yeah, and so he has the Haunt scenario in there. Let's see, right here. He has the Haunt scenario in there for extra consume options, but when I was crafting creating the cards, I decided to skip that and just keep a Mata and a Royal Decree in for consistency, to make sure you're seeing everything you want, and then throwing in Imler's Wrath just to have a little more interaction with the opposing side and stop anything that you need to, because a lot of times these decks can be too one-sided, where you're only too self-contained, and limited interactions with the opponent can really come and hurt you. And so kind of some other slight things. Yes, we have the Goliath. Honestly, really good if you can consume that round 1. If to flush out the opponent's highest card, the benefit of that is if you win that round 1 and you've already flushed out a really good card, puts you in a really great spot. And obviously, consuming that makes a really tall unit. So again, can hurt you for some tall removal instead of having, a tall unit and then Goliath, which is another 10 points. So you can also use them for raw points. But flushing out their highest unit is really helpful. Obviously, you have the Igern and Ozril combo, where you put that down in an early round and then consume it later with Ozril. Though other targets, such as Goliath being in graveyard, is another target for him, or consume an opponent. If you go up against another monster deck in Igern, you can if you see Igern, they almost always have an Ozril, so if you can get your Ozril out first and consume theirs, and then also play the Igern same round, really handy. Anyways, moving down. So change I have is just doing Penitent with Beast, so that gives you an easy mulligan, and then pull it out with Penitent. Though obviously if you brick on it, it's not the end of the world. If you brick on that, at least as Thrive. So, but anyways, the idea is to mulligan that out and consume Penitent to pull it. Then down in the bronze section, obviously Barghest for consume. You should be getting dominance most games, so double consume on that. Then the Larva and Bruxa for some Thrive things. Draga Warrior is another consume option, and Draga Eggs and Noonwraith are just to give an extra kind of consume option, as they have Death Wish things. Plumber is just for some damage and to proc Thrive. So pretty decent bronze section. But yeah, basically the idea is just Caranthir onto Ruehin, and then just start consuming away, but you have multiple options. Like I said, you have Overwhelming Hunger, and Detlef into short round 3 is perfectly fine. You can even use that to like push in any other round that you want. We've got our consistency with Mata and Royal Decree, Ozril, Igern combo. Like, there's lots of good stuff in here. So in the game I mentioned this, but and in future games I'm probably going to do this in, but I probably would tech in another Drowner over a Noonwraith or Plumbered, just to have a little more interaction with the opposing side and stop any of their row-locked engines or anything like that. So, but yeah, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, well, Morgvarg's gonna hurt. I think we'll be able to avoid Wild Boar. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this one goes. Well, at least we have those three. Alright. Alright, here comes the ships. We'll see. Nope. I guess priests, maybe.
Redanian on a ship's like a fish out of water.
Guess it's freezing up a bit. Oh no, that's right, never mind. It's Berserk 2, I thought it was Berserk 3. Okay. I mean, we play that for 6, he's Gigaswarp could totally wipe that. It's at least gone. I don't know how much I want to push this. I might just kind of keep playing stuff like this for a moment. Oh, we could do Barghest and then... Alright, oh! Okay. I don't know, maybe he high rolled and he just doesn't want to use any of it. I mean, I'll take it. I'm gonna push this guy. Just need to draw the right stuff. Honestly, we can dive all the way down because my short round is pretty decent. So yeah, I think we're gonna push. Plus monsters are one of the better factions for that. Because they can basically go through their whole entire hand. And then, I mean, obviously a little bit considering what you have left, but they can do very well in short rounds. Okay. Getting hemmed all out. That's decent. Especially because, okay. That was really easy. Alright, one more with this deck.
is no other way.
Okay, we got Bloodstone. Hey, fellow monsters. I don't know, I think Oriana is going to be something that's scary, but hopefully that can deal with it. Okay, we at least have one combo there. There we go. Alright, let's get the mirror match going. Let's get the mirror match going. I don't know if this is that tier blood scent deck. Might not bode too well. I don't really know how much I want to contest this, but if they've only played bronzes, it's not super beneficial to just go ahead and call it, because you want them to have to commit more. So do we play Masha first round, or do we save it? Go ahead and play that, keep some pressure on them. I want to see if I can get something out. Halfway decent card, and then I fill the trade. Well, at least been somewhat beneficial. Yep, there we go. See, something like that. But he's probably rocking an Osriel. Okay, 23 points. Beast isn't going to play super fast. Could just play. So if we play this, get rid of that. He loses 13, but we still have a lot to cover up for. But I kind of want this guy to keep playing more. Then again, we almost need to save that for Oriana. I don't know, just pass. That's a lot of Thrive to deal with. I think if we keep going, it just won't work out. And Mata's gonna hit Royal Decree again. I really would like. Well, okay, I need that. Okay, so, sorry, what I was thinking about is, do I want a Royal Decree for those? Because Mono will pull that. Yeah, because that's a 9 provision. Yep. Do we really want Goliath? I don't know, those raw points might be handy.
Get on with it. Move now.
Yeah, if this dude gets a lot of Thrive down again, we're not going to be in a good spot.
This dance you will never forget.
Okay, so what is our next move? Alright, he has a defender. I guess this. Worst comes to worst, I'm going to go ahead and use Imlerus Wrath for the Cave Troll, but again, then we just can't get the Oriana. This is rough. Probably could use that Drowner now. Living Armor, maybe? So yeah, something I'm going to consider for future plays is put in another Drowner, because we need a little bit more interactions with the opposing side. This is too much of a just stand your own end. But Beast will put in some good work, so. Alright, and then I think next we'll go ahead and do the Caranthier and Ruehin. Ruehin. Don't know how to say that quite. Like half the cards in Gwent. Oh, and he has one too. Great. At least he didn't have Parasite. I wasn't even thinking about that. Well. I'm curious why he put a leader charge on that. So I'm thinking if you're trying to get it down to 6, then you can play Parasite, that makes sense, but it's always going to stay above that. Oh, no. Okay, I thought I had that in Graveyard for a second. I was like, he's going to eat it. Oh, you know what? I should have outplayed him and eaten it. Yeah, that was a misplay. Plus, mine's not hitting anything. Yeah, that was a misplay. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess now he can hit it. Oh, I don't even have dominance yet. for that. Contract completed. It's only a flesh wound. Yeah, I'm ready to get my head cut off after. This dude's taking my legs, my arms, my head's next. Ooh, that is not good. Because, I don't know, I feel like with this you get kind of close to row stacking, but no, I don't think that's going to be a problem. There we go. I guess we'll Royal Decree for Goliath. Actually, no. That's going to play for more. Just eat that, because then that goes in our graveyard, and then we'll be able to play this. Alright. We're back in this a little bit. I don't play monsters a whole lot, and so I need to little things like plays with Ozrael and stuff like that, or what I'm going to have to get used to. Or it's just almost second nature. Okay. That works out. Stick sure gets a lot of points. I'm really surprised we didn't see an Oriana. I don't have last say, so I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, ho, ho, let's go. That's kind of cool.
Do you truly believe that will stop me?
Okay, what is this guy going to be having? Ah, and then he's going to have... I should get him though, because that's what he put the armor on, so that's playing for 12. So that's 96. Yeah, I got this guy. That's awesome. It doesn't... Alright. Well, that actually ended up going in our favor. I really was not expecting it to. That was a pretty good game. Alright, sweet. Good game. We're getting closer. Alright, well, that deck's pretty fun. Definitely some things I need to work on with it. But, yeah, hope you enjoyed the games.